Hello and welcome. In today's video, I just got a very special delivery. Pat McGrath, she just arrived. I'm like, oh, thank you, Pat, thank you, Pat. Very quick shipping. I couldn't believe I wasn't expecting to get this as quickly as I did. But yeah, so the Mothership Mega, this is the Celestial Nirvana palette. So if you like that kind of content, then make sure you stay tuned. Hello and welcome. New or returning, I truly appreciate you being here. Yes, today is a special day. Pat McGrath has arrived. Mother Pat has delivered. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, so this is the new holiday palette, the Mothership Mega Celestial Nirvana palette. Here's what she looks like. Does of course have a full mirror there. Beautiful color story. So I feel like she kind of definitely went a little bit more colorful this year. You know what I mean? But I like how she kind of divided it up. There's like shadows that kind of go together. So you got this kind of this column, these two columns here, these two here, and these two here to do like a cool, warm, and colorful. So I do like how she divided that up, made it kind of easy for someone that, you know, is maybe a little bit newer to makeup or just isn't sure. But yeah, so definitely if you like this kind of content though, where we're going to talk about Mother Pat and her beautiful palette, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. It does really help my channel. Make sure you subscribe down below. I'd love to have you join. Turn on notifications, all notifications. That way you get alerted of my content. And yeah, let's go ahead and review this palette. All right, so when I did my order, I think if you paid or if you purchased over $125, I think it was, you got this little bag. I'm like, it's really nothing special. I don't even think it was worth the price. But anyways, this was the, I don't know, the rose bag or whatever it was called online. And then I think this lip gloss came with that, which is in the shade, if I can read it, Heavy Petal, Light Gloss, Lust Gloss, Lip Gloss, I think is what it says. So yeah, so that came with the package as well. And then what I went ahead and did so I could meet my, you know, $125 was get another blush. So this is one of the duo blushes she came up with, the Divine Blush. This is in the shade Aphrodite Amore. It was one of the colors I didn't have before and figured it was a nice neutral shade that could go with this look. And again, I was hoping the whole collection would come out at once, but she kind of surprised us and put half of the collection or part of the collection out now and is putting the rest of the collection out in October sometime, which it'll be October when this posts, I believe, but still, you know. So also what I did too is I did bring out the previous palettes. So I have the Holiday 2020, which I have to say the palette from this year does look a little bit more similar as far as like the layout, but it's still bigger. And then it is actually, it looks like this actually bigger than last year's, which is kind of surprising. So anyway, so yeah, so this is this year's, as I showed you. So does that mean the pan sizes are bigger, or is that just the layouts different? Okay, then that's last year. Remember she gave us that little gap in the center with the Pat McGrath label in the center there. Sorry, trying not to blind you there, trying to get the lighting right. But there's last year's, and then the one from 2020. So I like each of them. I think they're all different enough, you know what I mean? So I am glad to see this be a little bit different than that, but I really do think it's a pretty palette. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna insert swatches separately just to save some time here. So, but we're gonna go ahead and do a look. So, you know, I'm very basic. So what I will probably do is stick with mostly this first column here. Minus the blue, and the reason, or green, I guess, the reason I'm skipping that is this is pretty much going to be my look for work. So again, I do have to go to work tonight, so I'm going to try to keep this, not that I don't normally go neutral anyways, but just figured I would keep this, you know, a little bit more subdued. So the color we're going to use, and let me just see if I can, I think this one here is called, if I'm seeing that right, is Desert Divinity. So that is the shade we're going to use first. Desert Divinity is going to be the all over shade that I'm going to use. And I'm just going to use this beautiful mirror here. So, and I've already primed my eyes. So I actually took off my previous eye look. I was like, ooh, let me get prepped and ready to do this because we are doing this. And I think what I'll do too is I'll just insert swatch comparisons too, like of the other palettes. But yeah, I mean, one thing, I mean, the quality, you gotta say one thing, the quality is consistent with Pat McGrath, is one thing you can say for sure. That one I went a little bit ham on. Ooh. But yeah, that is one thing. And sorry, I'm like, oh, it is storming outside. I was actually in the middle of editing my one of my last eyeshadow collection declutter palette videos. I think it's part 4. And then heard the dogs barking, and I was like, yep, I knew this was expecting to come today. So I was like, oh yeah, let me drop what I'm doing, grab this palette, and we are gonna make a look. So, and again, I mean, it's just effortless. I mean, look how nice. I mean, no effort at all. Again, just because I am going to work and I'm just going to keep this very simple, I'm going to go with this dark shade here. Let's see, make sure I'm telling you this correctly. Is that, I believe, the very first shade there, Nightfall? Yep. Okay, so we're going to go with that, and we're going to put that in the outer V, our normal here. And again, I am doing just a very basic look like I normally do. Hopefully here, if I have time to play with this some more. I do have to work the next 3 nights in a row though, so it's going to be kind of rough, kind of hard for me to do any more looks like currently, but maybe I'll record as I'm getting ready for work the next couple of nights, because I do plan on using this. And then maybe I'll even combine it with the other palettes to kind of show you, you know, some looks put together. Like, you know what I mean, combining the different palettes, make a look. But again, very effortless, not patchy at all, blends. I mean, it's just, it's one thing you can always say is the quality is there. And again, I apologize, I'm trying to do it very fast because I have limited time here to actually get this uploaded and get ready for work. So apologize if it's not my most blended, perfect look, but you know, we're doing what we can. I don't know what to say. This shade here is really calling to me. This shade right here, which is Heavenly Bronze, that's really calling to me. So I think we're gonna do that. Oh yeah, that's a creamy one. I'm sure it's, ooh yeah. I was gonna say, I bet that's gonna have some impact. Yeah, so pretty. So I'm just kind of combining everything, as you see. Do a little bit out of each row, or try to at least. See how they all play together. Oh, very pretty. Very, very pretty. And I think what I'm going to do in the inner corner is this shade here, which is called Cosmic Champagne. So I use my other finger on that one. Again, just trying to use different shades to see the textures. And again, another like metallic, but not as chunky as a metallic. Of a metallic, whatever, you know. I'm sorry, I wish I really had more time to play with this to like really use a lot of the shades and a lot of dramatic, but you know, limited time, what can I say? All right, then this shade here is really speaking to me as far as sparkle. This one here called Bronze Infatuation. And that one definitely appears to be, I don't want to say more of a topper shade, but I could definitely see how that could amp up a look. It definitely changed the look. Again, I'm just playing around here. Just going with the blue, whatever works. Now using that blue, oh man, I have to swatch the blue. I might not be able to, but I at least have to swatch this blue right here called Aquarian Dream. Oh, look at that. And again, I will put some swatches in. Oh, look at that though. Oh man, so pretty, so pretty. And I want to swatch this one here called Lunar Lavender. Oh, I think is that maybe another one of our palettes? Or am I just thinking of something else? I don't know. Ooh, so, so pretty. And then this pink shade is really calling to me too, called, make sure I'm looking at that right, Eternal Amour. Oh, and there is really calling to me. Sorry, I hope I'm not blinding you with a light. I'm trying to do this like looking at the palette without, the back without getting you. Oh yeah, so pretty. Okay, so there's just a few swatches. I'll put some more in and some comparison. But yeah, I have to say, just on first impressions, oh, so pretty. So let me just blend this out a little bit more. And I really honestly already still had some mascara on and some liner from my other look. So I'm just, and I just put some more lipstick on. So quite honestly, I'm just gonna call this a day. Call this the look real quick. And yeah, I have to say though, these shadows are just gorgeous. Oh man, looking at that, ooh, so pretty. So pretty, look at that. Now she doesn't have any of her special shades. There's none of like the Astral Blitz kind of shades or any of those, you know what I mean, really intense kind of shades. But these are so pretty. And I'm just gonna swatch here. We've got the purple, which is Violet Vixen. And I'm gonna do this green. Altered State, I think is what that says. So I'm gonna, oh, here, make sure I'm not blinding you. But yeah, these two shades here, this purple and this green, I wanna swatch those real quick just to see some mattes other than just basic mattes. Oh, look at that. Just to see how those look. Oh, I mean, but just look at that, look how pretty. So pretty. I could definitely see some amazing looks coming from this. So yes, so I recommend this palette. I think it's gorgeous. If you are a pack collector like I am, you will not be disappointed, just saying. And then I like the format of these. I think it's a nice in between, not as big and expensive as her Mothership, you know, palettes, but a nice in between. So they have increased the price and now are $82 instead of $78. So the price has gone up, but so has everybody else's. So can't really even say, can't even, you know, really complain because that's just inflation. That's where we are right now. But again, a beautiful 18 pan palette, beautiful color story. And again, just, it's hard to really compare these to the other ones like without blinding you there, but there are those two put together. So if you can see those, sorry, not the best way to show you, but yeah, there's the holiday 2 years ago on the top and then the new one this year. But again, I think enough of a difference. And then even comparing to last year's, if I can get this open. Okay, so the old one's on the top, this year's on the bottom. So last year's on top, this one on the bottom. But I just wanted to show you a comparison of those two. So I hope that like at least gives you some idea. Sorry, just too many shadows to swatch all those like next to each other. I mean, 18 shadows each is too much. But anyways, let me know what you think of this very basic look. But again, I think everything performed really well. I think it's beautiful. And then actually, I kind of do want to see this blush. Where is it? Oh, let me just put a little bit of blush on because I feel like I'm just kind of blah anyways. So I just want to kind of see how this performs. Let's just see. Again, on my skin tone, I think that looks very nice. It shows up really nicely. And I think it will be a nice companion to this palette. So just want to show you that real quick. And actually, while we're at it, why not? Let me just show you the gloss. Here, let me open this back up. Sorry, I'm just a hot mess here. I'm just trying to hurry up. I apologize, so just bear with me. Ooh, well, my lips looking that bad the whole time. I'm sorry if so. So not nearly as dark as it appears in the tube. I think it's pretty. I think it'll complement the palette very nicely. And her glasses are nice, so we'll say that. Has a nice kind of sweet scent to it. Like them. Okay. All right, well, thank you for hanging in there with me. I apologize, this was really quick, but I do really think the palette is well worth it. I do like it compared to the other palettes. Again, I like how she kind of, you know, block things together to make the look, if you are somebody that just needs, you know, a little inspiration, you know what I mean? Just, I think it's nice how she breaks it down into 3 different color stories. So, but again, you can mix and match obviously as you want to. So there you go. So let me know what you think down below. Did you get this palette? Are you hoping to get this palette? Are you now intrigued to get it? So let me know your thoughts down below. I hope this was helpful. Again, I apologize if I'd had more time. I would have done a little bit more and shown you a little bit more comparison, but you know, this is what it is. So hopefully I'll be able to do like a further review and give you a little bit more insight. And I'm sure there'll be plenty of other people doing reviews. I know Morgan Turner, I'm sure, absolutely sure, will be doing a review on this, so definitely check out her channel. But yes, thank you for hanging out with me today. If you did get any value out of this video, really does help me if you give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe down below if you're not already. Turn on all notifications. Otherwise, if you are affected by the storm that is coming through, it is Friday and the storm's just starting to hit us here in North Carolina. Definitely stay safe. My thoughts are with you and your families. If you're affected, stay safe. Have a wonderful day, and I do hope to see you in my next video. Bye. Hello and welcome. Oh, yes. Thank you for being here. If you're new, if you're returning, thank you so much for, wait, no, let me start over. Okay, 6, parts, or like 6, 6 Aphrodite. But yeah, so last year's on the bottom, this year's on the top. If I can get that. Oh, it's not easy to do because the way these are designed to stay open like that. Shoot, I want to dig in the other one. Okay, anyways, there's last year's and then this year's. See if I can do it like that. What if we go like this? There. That doesn't work either. What the hell? They don't make this very easy. Oh my gosh, just want to show you the color stories. I'm blinding you. Definitely, find some cover. Head up north if you can. So, but otherwise, stay safe. Okay, sorry, that was really just a mess, but again, limited time. This is what I could do in time to get this video out. So thanks for hanging in there. See you next time. Bye.